welcome back to part 2 of the interview with Lauren Glick. Hey there, this is Billy Earl back with you, and we'd like to thank our underwriters, the people at Furnace-Town Incorporated, Music in Paradise, Veterans List Incorporated, connecting veteran-owned businesses with everyone, U.S. Kennels Incorporated, saving vets one paw at a time, the Pemberton Coffee House, great coffee, food, friendship, and music, Mike Pullen for Congress, Pullen for .us, Kirkland Hall for Delegate 38A, a man for everybody, PAC 14, home of extraordinary local TV, Clark and Steinhorn, attorneys extraordinaire. Watch and listen to all of this on the very best music on YouTube at any time and on any device, 'cause a life without live music just ain't hardly worth it. God bless y'all real good. Hi there, this is Billy Earl back with the very best music. Today we are honored to have a guest, a local musician of renown by the name of Lauren Glick with a new CD. Lauren, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, I'm going to have to share this story, how we first met. It was off a boat, around a crab cake, with a guitar and a Little Feat song.
Yes.
There I was out with 12 of my very least favorite people in the world who I went to high school with, and there we are sitting at Captain's Galley / West OC Fish Company. And we're all piling out of the boat, and there you guys were playing music, and you were just doing such a magnificent job.
Oh, thanks.
So I pitched you to come on the show here, and here we are now.
Yes.
And you were kind enough to let me get up and sing a song. It was a tragic event. There were a lot of people who left screaming with blood coming out of their ears, but that's just the way it goes sometimes in live performance. But yeah, you guys did a great set, and I was just so impressed.
Oh.
Let's listen to Hit Hard, Words and Music by Lauren Glick.
Told a turn, I was bad luck. Played on my bad hand. Pushed around by God's plan. Everybody's talking, but no one saw it coming. It's a hard road, but someone has to live it. When I get this mad, my head is hanging down. Take the shortcut, but someone has to let it go. There's lessons in this life we surely cannot take it for granted, but someone has to learn it. May not understand before it's so too late. I'll never know it, but someone has to get it on. Hit hard like a Mack truck. Told a turn, I was bad luck. Played on my bad hand. Pushed around by God's plan. Made a life for you. You caught between a life and a hard place. Your bed's unmade, it's true. Don't sleep on it. Don't die in it. Everybody's angry, the facts are facing us. It's a hard road, but someone has to drive it. Put our plans apart and practice what we preach. It's a head on, but someone has to move it. Oh, I'm hit hard like a Mack truck. Told a turn, I was bad luck. Played on by a bad hand. Pushed around by God's plan. I'm hit hard like a Mack truck. Told a turn, I was bad luck. Played on by a bad hand. Pushed around by God's plan. I'm hit hard like a Mack truck. Told a turn, I was bad luck. Played on by a bad hand. Pushed around by God's plan. Everybody's talking, but no one saw it coming. It's a hard road, but someone has to live.
Now, the last time that I had heard you was in Snow Hill. and that was with Mr. Armstrong. And this goes back a little bit. How did you and he come to play together?
Actually, he was already in a band called, at the time they were called Cold Blue Steel, I believe. And they might have had a name prior to that, but I can't remember. Nolan Graves, he's an excellent keyboardist. I don't know if you recognize that name.
I do.
He approached me right after I gave birth to my son, who's now dating myself. He'll be 24. And they asked me if I would like to play in their band. They were kind of looking for a new sound. They had a really, really kind of eclectic old rock sound, and they wanted to add a female to give it a little bit of a new dimension.
Okay.
So they asked if I would join, and I joined, and Mike Armstrong was playing in the band. That's how we met.
Okay. And when you say old-time eclectic, classic rock is what you call?
Yeah, classic rock, blues.
Yeah.
Mike was a great blues player. So they did a lot of blues, but they wanted to kind of branch out and make it a little bit of a younger crowd, I think. That's what they're driving towards, with a female voice that could add a new dimension.
Now, did you all put out any CDs as a band there?
No.
Okay. But you do have your CD, your new CD with us today.
Yeah.
What's the name of that?
Martinis in Heaven.
My wife would just love this. In fact, if the name were Dirty Martinis in Heaven, it would be just so perfect. Where can people get this?
It's everywhere. I love to sell them at my shows because that's where they're going to hear a live version of it.
Yeah.
And but it's also on Amazon, Spotify, iTunes, pretty much everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere. Mm-hmm.
Well, good. Rush right out and get this. How would you describe the music?
It's always tough for me, but it's a little bit of rock, a little bit of country, and a little bit of folk, kind of a mix of everything. Very lyrical. I focus a lot on lyrics. And it's got the blues element because, of course, Mike, which I'll tell that story in a minute, Mike was very influential on this CD. I'm very blessed to have had that before he passed away.
Now let's give a listen to Do What You Say, words and music by Mike Armstrong.
You broke my heart, baby. You broke it in two. You left me hanging around, nothing much to do. Said cry out your name in the night, but I couldn't sleep. Got a burning passion for you, baby. A love that runs so deep. Now you wanna come back home, still think I'm a fool. But if there's gonna be a next time, gotta live by the golden rule. You gotta do what you say, but don't break my heart again. You gotta do what you say, 'cause tonight I need a friend. Have a little faith in me, baby, is what you say to me. But how can I believe in the words of the one who set me free? You traded in the love we had, you let it go so cheap. Now you think I should take you back, you must think I'm so weak. But now you wanna come back home, you still think I'm your fool. But if there's gonna be a next time, baby, gotta live by the golden rule. What you say, don't break my heart again. You got to do what you say, 'cause tonight
tell us about that experience.
Okay, well, we started back in April of 2016, so it's been a year and a half of the making, pretty much. Just came out. Mike and I decided after all these years we were going to do a CD. He had some CDs on his own, and I have had some CDs on my own, but we had never done one together. And of course, our fans, who have been coming to see us for 20 years, have always asked, could you please put a CD out? So we finally decided we would do it. And we went into AMI Studios with Susanna Mala, who's incredible, over to her studio. And we started in April, like I said. And Mike wasn't feeling all that great. Mike has been fighting kidney cancer at the time for close to 8 years.
Okay.
And the last couple years, of course, he died last September. It had metastasized. So at that point, when we were starting to record, he wasn't feeling real great. So we got a couple things done, and then we looked at each other and said, "There's no way we can continue because it's summer now, and we're so booked up in the summer." So both of us decided that we would put it on hold until the summer was over. Lesson learned, sometimes you can't put things on hold.
That's right.
Because he had passed away. So thank God I got probably 60% of Mike on there. We kept everything as real as possible. In other words, I told the producer, don't even erase if he counts off the song. Don't even erase if we joke in between songs. I want it all on there.
Okay.
So I kept Mike as alive as I could, and I'm really proud of it, and I know Mike would be. It's very hard for me, though. It's very hard, yeah.
Yeah, of course it would be.
Yeah.
Next, let's take a listen to Early Light, words and music by Lauren Glick, and arrangement by Mike Armstrong.
Each day rolls into the next one, and it's time to forgive each and every morn. There are 15 roses in the bathroom, but only one is covered with a thorn. I can't go back, I can't look back, I gotta look into the future. I can't give up, I can't mistrust, I gotta look into the future. Each hour keeps on ticking forward. All my days always seem like daylight savings. When the sun anticipates the morning, and we realize it's a new day. I can't go back, I can't look back, I gotta look into the future. I can't give up, I can't mistrust, I gotta look into the future. And if I find a way, I could go all night, I could sleep all day to the morning light. And if I find my way, I could just hang tight, I would not look back in the early light. In the early light. I can't go back, I can't look back, I gotta look into the future. I can't give up, I can't mistrust, I gotta look into the future. And if I find a way, I could go all night, I could sleep all day to the morning light. And if I find my way, I could just hang tight, I would not look back in the early light. In the early light. In the early light. In the early light. Each day rolls into the next one, and it's time to forgive each and every morn.
Mike, you just burped.
I did not.
Now, are all the compositions on this yours?
No, Mike has a couple songs on there too.
Okay, anybody else?
Nope. We had a wonderful producer step in. Suzanne Mallow was a little bit busy at the time, so we kind of switched gears and went over to John Bella's studio. And he kind of took what Mike could not do anymore, obviously, and just threw it on the CD. And I want to tell you, he did a fabulous job. He did guitar, and he played similar to how Mike would have done it. It was so interesting. It was very interesting, very, very spiritual, I think. And he put his keyboards in, and he's a piano player. He played upright bass. I mean, this guy's multi-talented.
Wow.
So it was really Mike and myself who did all the writing, and then John Abella came in as a featured artist.
Okay, let's give a listen to Backseat Romance by Lauren Glick.
Called you 14 times today, but you picked up on the 5th time. Couldn't say what I needed to say, you would think I was wasting your time. I put a flashback photo of you in my mind, but I was really nervous, so I better be driving a line. Oh, give me a chance for some backseat romance. I wasn't ready to say, I've been thinking for now how I can get through to you, drive out of town so we can try it out today. Was that you leaving the grocery store? You had a bag full of breakfast, who was it for? Were you thinking of calling me and cooking me eggs? And I'm really hungry, but I better be shaving my legs. Oh, give me a chance for some backseat romance. I wasn't ready to say, I've been thinking for now how I can get through to you, drive out of town so we can try it out today. Give me a chance for some backseat romance. Okay, I think I have it covered. How do I say it? I'm gonna write it down on paper. I'll say we're the perfect fit. I ran outside, but your car had left. What a wasted piece of paper, my nerves reflect. So I followed you down to that dirty side street. You're getting out of your car, so anxious to eat. So I called your name before you closed your front door. But my voice was shaking, and I should have told you before. Oh, give me a chance for some backseat romance. I wasn't ready to say, I've been thinking for now how I can get through to you, drive out of town so we can try it out today. Woo! Give me a chance for some backseat romance. I wasn't ready to say, I've been thinking for now how I can get through to you, drive out of town so we can try it out today. Give me a chance for some backseat romance. Give me a chance for some backseat romance. Hey, hey, give me a chance for some backseat romance. Oh, yeah.
And John plays out of what studio?
He had a house studio. It was
Okay.
John and Bella's studio. Of course, before he mixed it, he moved to California and took everything with him. Isn't that funny? It's
Okay.
a funny story. Took everything with him, and I'm texting him back and forth, and please, when is this going to be done? And he was trying to find a place to live.
Right.
And so it got held up. This is a year and a half of the making. So
Painstaking.
finally, yeah, it was. But it all got done, and everybody did such a wonderful job.
Okay. Who else plays on it?
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So somebody among this group is handling the drumming and the bass and all that.
Well, I take that back. That's not it. What happened was 10 years ago, I was invited to go to Nashville to record 4 songs. That was my birthday present. I won't say which birthday it was, but and
19.
right, 20. And so anyway, to make a long story short, 4 of the cuts on there, which I momentarily forgot because we were talking about Mike and I was switching gears now, are from the Nashville experience that I had. So yes, one of the most incredible drummers. These guys were just Nashville musicians. That's how they're noted on my CD because it was 10 years ago. And like I said, but the guy that really was the most influential in that experience was...
Now Daddy's Little Girl, words and music by Lauren Glick.
I say there's never enough time. Barely standing on these 2 feet of mine, looking at a moment 10 years later, still be crying every time I read the paper about the day I'll always be on my hands and knees, begging for a chance to tell you that I love you, knowing very well if you would listen I would say I was Daddy's little girl. He was my world, and there's never enough time. I was Daddy's little girl. He was 74. If I'd said it once, I've said it before. We were getting older, but never wiser. Never knew that smile on you was getting tired. Then I looked into his eyes. Time's not on our side. I was humming a tune, but singing goodbye. Never wanted you to see me cry. I was Daddy's little girl. He was my world, and there's never enough time. I was Daddy's little girl, from bows to curls, and there's never enough time. Never enough time. Never enough time to wait for me to show you why time is never enough. What I'd like to have one more day. I was Daddy's little girl. He was my world, and there's never enough time. I was Daddy's little girl, from bones to curls, and there's never enough time. No, there's never enough time. Never enough time.
As you know, and I say this every week, because Mama told me to say it, that a life without live music just ain't hardly worth it. So God bless y'all real good, and we'll see you next week. Let's tee this up. I Had It All, words and musing by Lauren.
Where do you go from here? I always thought that you were my only one and my only dear. Once in a while I told you my story. You say it's ending here. I cannot sell you on sunshine and glory. You knew my story clear. Where are you going? Where did you come from? Where do you go from here? I always thought that you were my only, my one and my only dear. Once in a while I'd look out your window. You look so lonely here. I cannot tell you if I was your only. You were my only dear. Closer till I fall. The people that I saw, the places that I call my home, and
Hey there, this is Billy Earl back with you, and we'd like to thank our underwriters, the people at Furnace Town Incorporated, Music in Paradise, Veterans List Incorporated, connecting veteran-owned businesses with everyone, U.S. Kennels Incorporated, saving vets one paw at a time, the Pemberton Coffee House, great coffee, food, friendship, and music, Mike Pullen for Congress, Pullen for .us, Kirkland Hall for Delegate 38A, a man for everybody, Pac 14, home of extraordinary local TV, Clark and Steinhorn, attorneys extraordinaire. Watch and listen to all of this on the very best music on YouTube at any time and on any device, 'cause a life without live music just ain't hardly worth it. God bless y'all real good.
closer till I